All right, today we're going to be looking at section 1.2, and it's observational studies and design experiments. I'm going to walk you through some of the learning objectives. So I want to distinguish between observational and experiment, and then we want to explain various types of observational studies. So right in the beginning, they give you an example of two types of studies. So you want to read over those and kind of see the information there. Not all of the definitions are in green boxes like in the previous section, so I'll kind of point out some of them. You do want to know the difference between explanatory variable and response variable. Explanatory variable, it's similar to cause and effect. However, we don't want to use those words specifically. Explanatory variable helps explain the difference in some kind of outcome. So, for example, we can say that, let's say we have two types of cars, or two cars, they are the same type and they are the same number of years old. And then we want to use maybe the years to predict the price of the car. However, you could have two cars exactly the same type, same number of years old, and have different prices. So the response would be the price in this case, and the explanatory variable would be the years. However, there are other factors that affect the price of a car. So, for example, the mileage on the car and the condition. So we try to pick a variable to explain why the price is what it is. So one variable is explaining the other one that is responding to that. So similar, or that's the main idea of explanatory and response. So you have an observational study and you have this definition explained, got a little experiment or example. Then a design experiment. We have co-founding variable. So co-founding and co-founding variable, both of them are very closely related. You got lurking variable, which is also similar. And you got co-founding variable. So if you look at these two, explanatory variable considered whose effect cannot be distinguished from the second. So that's co-founding variable. And if you look at co-founding, when two or more explanatory variables are not separated. So again, it's telling you that there's some variable that we can't really distinguish what one is causing a certain reaction. So it, may be like a dual effect. So we got co-founding. And then these three are also terms we're going to be looking at: cross-sectional studies, case studies, and cohort studies. So they give you a little description of each of those. Want to be familiar with those as well. Got census, taking data from the whole population, and then we got webscaping. So those are most of the definitions here, and then that will be the end of the section. So we'll go ahead and jump over to MyMathLab and start answering those. Also, you got a very nice little word match here that you can use to practice, and maybe just use that as well as writing down and copying the definitions here. All right, so let's go ahead and jump over and answer these questions.